Hello, Beaver fans. Welcome back to our captain interview with our alumni. And we are joined with two professional athletes, Haley Mack and Steph Anderson. Steph played 2 seasons in the CWHL before coming to the NWHL to play for the Minnesota Whitecaps. And Haley Mack is in her first year as a pro hockey player on the Whitecaps as well. We have Captain Clair DeGeorge with us, and she is going to lead the interviews. So over to you, Clair.
Thanks, Emma. Thank you for the great introduction. My first question is for Stephanie Anderson. So, what is your favorite BSU hockey memory?
Ooh, this is an easy one. I believe it was my redshirt junior season. We were playing Duluth in the playoffs, and it went to game 3. Remember, Hannah Moore scored really late in the third period to bring us to overtime, and then I had a pass to Tugas, and she scored on the breakaway, and that took us to the second round playoffs. So it was pretty sweet. That was probably my favorite.
Citro, we just did an interview with Citro, and she said the exact same one. I go, that was fun. That was fun.
Same page.
Yep.
I remember watching that play online actually, and that was amazing. Definitely made me very excited to come to BSU for sure. All right, so next up, Haley. So what has kept you involved with hockey post-graduation?
I've done a little bit of coaching. I coached in the Elite League and obviously playing, just trying to stay involved as much as I can with the game.
Awesome. All right, so back to Steph. What's biggest reward of being a female athlete?
Biggest reward, probably being involved with like coaching the younger girls and the younger boys. It's obviously different this season because we're not playing with fans, but during the games when we played for Whitecaps, like seeing all the younger kids there and the looks on their faces and that they looked up to us definitely kept me motivated to keep growing the game and keep playing.
Oh, that's awesome. I couldn't agree more on that. Okay, so Haley, biggest challenge as a female athlete?
I would say just trying to promote the game for females in general. I think it's a challenge we all face like every year, but I think it's a good challenge, and it's a challenge that we can all like look forward to, like providing the game of women's hockey for like the younger generation. I think that's kind of the challenge.
And Haley, quick question. Are there ways that you've seen that have been able to, in a way, combat that challenge? Or like, do you know what people have been doing?
Well, yeah, like for example, people like Winnie, who she's still playing and she's 42, which is pretty incredible, but they keep growing the game. And even like, I know how wild this bubble is, but it's actually very good exposure for women's hockey that we get to be on NBC. And just there's a lot of people fighting for us. And you can see we have some women's hockey trending the internet, which can maybe be good for women's hockey in the future. People seem to be involved in liking it, so that could be really good for women's hockey.
Yeah, awesome. So back to Steph again. How do you think we can grow the game for female athletes?
I think we've made a lot of growth in the past few years. Definitely a lot more kids getting involved, especially in the state of hockey, Minnesota. But I still think that there can be a lot more done, but I think we're moving in the right direction. I think we can just keep doing what we're doing because it is growing year after year.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I'm not gonna lie, growing up, it was all for myself, just looking up to the boys and stuff. And so being able to see people like you and Haley to look up to now, it's awesome. So Haley, it's a great movement into this question. Was there a woman instrumental in getting you into hockey?
My dad probably. I don't I don't really have a specific woman in mind. Like we just kind of talked about how we did just kind of look up to men, but I guess as the older I got, like the more I got involved, like in middle school, I'd go to the Sioux games all the time. But I mean, I guess I just loved the game when I was younger. My dad got me into it, so.
Yeah. I mean, I think that just goes back to what Steph just said about how having the older generations now and getting more girls into hockey. Hopefully the younger kids will have more to look up to here.
There's a lot more female coaches.
Yeah, I think that's huge for sure. I know Coach Emma can attest to that one.
Emma!
All right, so Steph, back to you. What can we do or keep doing to make our sport or coaching something that women will want to do?
I think a lot more females would be interested in coaching and playing hockey, especially after they graduate college. If they knew that they could make a living doing it. I think that's our biggest struggle right now is a lot of us know we have to have a second job on top of playing professional sport. Like it's not fair, but I think that would make a big difference. A lot more women would get involved in coaching if they knew that they could make that a living and playing for a living.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. All right, last question for Haley. Do you think you'll coach or stay in the hockey world once you are done playing?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll always give back to the game. I just love it and I have such a passion for hockey and just like the social interaction part of it. And I also think that through hockey, we can learn so much more for life lessons, working with the team. You always are working with people in the workforce, communicating, getting along with others. It just goes far more than just hockey itself. So, yeah, absolutely. And paying it back, paying it forward, giving back what you've been taught is so important. That's what keeps the game growing. So, yeah, for sure. Until I can't skate anymore, I will be on the ice.
I love it.
That too.
I love it. Okay, well, I have 2 questions for both of you that you can answer. How is life in the bubble right now?
Haley, you want to go first or me? I'll go first. Life in the bubble, it's a different experience. It's a great chance for all of us players to get together and promote the game. I saw just the other day we had over 30,000 viewers for one of our games, so that's incredible. But everyone comes to the rink and we're here to do a job, and it's fun to see everyone's focused, and I'm having a good time. So hopefully we can get Izzy back home, Minnesota.
I love it. Haley?
Yeah, I think it's definitely interesting how life changes every year, how fast it can change, but it's definitely cool that we're all in this together and our main focus is just hockey. We don't really have any other outside distractions. I mean, we have work, but social life and whatever, like we're dialed in and we know what we want to do. So it's kind of cool that we can all be kind of stuck together here.
Yeah, it's cool. And I'm glad they were able to get a season going because obviously with COVID, it's been a year for games. Just to play games is a big thing.
Yeah.
So another big news, you guys are line mates right now. We got our Beaver alum together. So how has it been playing on a line together? Haley,
Mack,
we'll
you're
start
up
with you,
first this
Haley.
time.
Sorry, it kind of glitched. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, Haley, you started up.
Is that what you said? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's great. I love playing with Steph. She's a very powerful forward, fast, gets up and down the ice, has a good shot, and she's kind of like, hey, Mac, like, this is what this team's like. Hey, like, this, she's kind of like letting me know, like, kind of what's been going on in the league because I don't really know a whole lot. So that's been really helpful. And I guess it's just really cool for Beaver Nation to have 2 people, still continuing to play and making a difference in the game. It's been really fun. I've had a lot of like my teammates ask like, how is Steph? Because like we were like 8th grade and I think she graduated. Was that how it went? So we like just miss playing with each other, and she was like one of the stars of the team. So like everybody's like, you know, like always like kind of intimidated by like that person. So it's been good and it's been funny. I'm like, oh, good. Wow. But yeah, so it's been really fun.
I love it. Steph?
I love playing with Mack. There's a little thing going on around here. We call her Mack Attack. You know, when I give her the puck or anyone pass her the puck, we're always expecting something big, and she usually comes through for us. She's easy to find on the ice, easy to play with. I always know where she's going to be. She's always in the corner grinding. Beaver hockey at its best. But no, I really enjoy it. And like I was telling Mac, Kelly Schultz is probably dying that she can't color our games, two Beavers on a line together.
Oh,
But yeah, it's definitely fun to play with her. I'm enjoying it so far. So hopefully we can tic-tac-toe and get some goals in these next few days.
I love it. Well, both of you have definitely left a mark on Bemidji. I've heard a lot of times people say, I would take a Steph Anderson slap shot in the ankle to be playing again. So, and everybody talks about Haley Mack sniping and scoring from wherever she is. So you guys have definitely left a mark, and I really appreciate you guys coming out today and doing a little Zoom with us, because you guys are elite athlete and people, and we're lucky to have you. And like they say, once a Beaver, always a Beaver. So thank you so much. And Claire, thank you for interviewing them. You did fantastic.
Thank you for having me.
And thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Claire. Thanks, you guys. We appreciate it.
Yeah.